Greetings. How's everybody doing out there? It is February the 6th, 2019, and I'm back for another quick update in terms of how Ahava is doing with her treatment and overall care. I'm sure you're wondering why I have this patch on my eye. I did not hurt myself. Henny didn't punch me in the eye or anything like that. I'll talk about the patch in a little bit. But everyone wants to know, of course, how Ahava is doing and in terms of her treatment and care and how she is overall. She's doing well. We completed our fourth treatment and we have 2 more to go. And just to kind of get you guys up to speed, since I want to say that since her third treatment, she's had a total of 4 transfusions. She's had 3 platelet transfusions, and the platelets, for those who may not know, something I had to learn myself, is the platelets help essentially with you not bleeding out. You know, it helps your blood to clot. So if you get a cut, you know, your platelets actually, if you know, for lack of a better word, cork you up, if you will. So that you don't bleed out. So she's had 3 platelet transfusions and 1 blood transfusion. She's got a lot of blood work. You know, when you're under chemotherapy, you know, obviously your immune system is lower, but it also can affect your blood counts. So we've been to the hospital countless times. You know, just to watch her white blood cells, her platelet count, hemoglobin, and a bunch of other things that you know, I'm not an expert in. But we've been to the hospital several times. Hair is continuing to thin. Right now she's upstairs taking a nap. I know you guys haven't seen her in a little bit, but she's doing well, looking beautiful as normal. Hair is thinning. Can't wait till we're done with this. As I understand it, you know, her hair will probably come back even thicker. She continues to not have an appetite the first couple of weeks, which is basically normal at this point. I want to say actually today she started to really pick her appetite back up, but those first couple of weeks is tough with her appetite. So of course that translates to her losing a little bit of weight. Nothing drastic, but she's lost a little bit of weight. And she's been fussier than normal. As the chemotherapy sessions go on, treatments go further and further on, you know, her condition physically may get a little bit worse. So she was noticeably a little fussier this go around. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. And she's vomited more than she has, you know, really ever. I mean, she's 5 months now, 5 months old. So she's her stomach is you know, she's going through some nausea. And but overall she's okay. You know, she's her regular happy self, always smiling, with her no teeth self and just full of gums. And she's probably going to be teething. She's teething pretty soon because she's just spitty face all over. But just wonderful, a joy. As I said, we completed the 4th treatment. We have 2 more to go. That last treatment, just to rewind, it's a 3-day process. The first day is an exam under anesthesia at Will's Eye Institute, where, you know, they put her under. You know, they do an extensive exam on both the left and the right eye. This time they did find a seed in the left eye, and Dr. Shields was able to laser that out. Her vision sight is really good in the right eye. And I'll talk a little bit about the left eye in a second, but it's an exam under anesthesia that first day. Then we go to CHOP directly after that. For her actual chemotherapy, you know, you get triage, and then you get the IV, which the IV, actually big shout out to Danielle over at CHOP. She's made this IV process extremely I don't want to say easy, but she's made it easier because she is so skillful. So big shout out to her. And so then she goes through the chemo. That's basically a full day. The next day we go back on Thursday. That's a shorter day. Triage, IV, and the second part of her chemotherapy. And then Friday, we have CHOP Home Care come out, and they give her a Neulasta shot. It's basically an immune booster. So that helps. Just obviously with her immune system and all. And I did want to just quickly reflect on just other families that are going through the same thing and worse. When I was at Will's Eye waiting to be seen, there was a woman, and she called me over. She recognized me. I didn't recognize her, but she recognized me because her and Henny had talked in the past, and she has a couple of children with retinoblastoma, and they're traveling from, I want to say, the DC, Baltimore area. And the husband, is really difficult for the husband, just emotionally to kind of go through it. So the mother, she takes one child to treatment 1 week and then goes back and takes the other child the next week. And it's just crazy, the story that she told me that she's kind of going through, with the hotels and, just dealing with, I want to say one is like maybe 2 years old and another is like 5, and it's just too much for her to take both of them at the same time. So as much as we have been given this challenge, someone else always has it worse. And there's another family that travels from New Mexico, and I haven't seen them in a while, but their child is going through it, and they travel back and forth from New Mexico, and it's really, really, really tough. I'm talking to the world right now. If you want to come down and talk to the world, you want? No, you sure? You can come on down. That's Henny there. She's shy, so she doesn't want to come down. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly reflect on those families and send all my best wishes to them as well as we go through what we're going through. So I did lose my train of thought just a little bit, but moving forward, I did want to tell you what Dr. Shields at Will's Eye, what her review was. Again, the tumor is fully regressed, which is beautiful. It's considered to be dead, and obviously we have to continue going through the treatments to make sure that we knock as much out as possible. There's always the possibility of those resilient cells, cancer cells, coming back or not, being fully disposed of, if you will. But at this point, it's considered to be dead, which is great news. Seeds will pop up in her eye and or eyes, and that's something that she'll be closely monitored even after chemotherapy is done over at Will's Eye, and they have a procedure where they can laser that out and or other small quick procedures. She does have a scar over her left eye, the center of her sight in her left eye. So that when she talked to us about that was really tough. I'll be honest with you, because she just imagine if you had a scab over the center of your vision, you're not going to be able to see, basically. So glasses are not going to fix that. She does have an opportunity to correct or to develop, if you will, her peripheral vision. So hence this patch. Basically, we will be patching her strong eye to strengthen the peripheral vision in her weak eye over a matter of months. We went to see a doctor to check out her eyes a few weeks ago, and we're going to go back in about probably 2 to 3 weeks now, I'm going to say. But we do the patching process twice a day for 1 hour each. And, for anyone out there who wants to kind of see what our child's going through, close your eye, either one, for an hour straight. Like right now, it's a little bit difficult, to even kind of see like I normally would. And I have like these notes right here just so I don't forget, a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm, not struggling, but it's a challenge to see, So the blessing is that she's a baby and she's not going to know any different, So for us as adults doing it for a couple of minutes, it's just going to, really kind of be super annoying. So she does not like the patching. She does pretty good with it though. She doesn't fuss too much. Half the time she'll fall asleep 15-20 minutes into it, and then we'll have to do something else. Let her sleep and then come back and continue. And it's about trying to exercise her eye, not just allowing her just to sit with a patch on. So we've been going through that, and these are her patches. I stole one. Actually, she used this and I used it again. So that's pretty much where we are. It's something that is obviously daily. My wife and I are, all the way in, and this is where we are pretty much on a daily basis, 24/7. It's all about Ahava, her treatment, her care, and the future. We remain positive, we remain resilient. It's all about positive outcomes. These videos are really for my family, friends, Henny's family, friends, everyone who loves and cares about us, and also people out there who don't know about retinoblastoma, and something to hopefully help someone else in the future. So I just want to thank everybody for your support and understanding. We recently went to a family event, which we weren't really sure, because realistically, with her being on chemo, her immune system is low and she's susceptible to viruses and bacteria and sickness just overall. We were told it was okay, but ultimately it's our decision. She has not had her 4-month vaccinations. So, we're really, really cautious, I'll say. And not everybody understands that or even thinks about that initially. They just want to hold the baby and touch the baby. And, it's all about hand hygiene. You're not always going to be able to hold or touch her. And I just want to thank everybody for understanding where we are and where she is. And we'll get through this fairly soon. Get past the tough portion, knock on wood, and then everyone will be able to love on Ahava properly. But thank you all for your support and your understanding as we go through this. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Go upstairs. Obviously, there's something going on upstairs. So I love you guys. Thank you for your support. From Ahava, Henny, and myself, peace.